What is going on, guys? Monkey P Games here, and Dom is once again back with us.
Yeah, I actually decided to show up this week again.
We are going to do what we always do, look forward to week 6 now, and look back on last week's results from our picks. And let's get into it, I guess. Alright, so last week, Dom ended up going 8-6, pushing his record to 42-35. And I went a miserable 5-9, pushing my record to 41-36. Dom, what?
I'm doing better than you now.
Yeah, you got that 1-game lead on me now.
You suck.
Really, it's just to see who sucks less, right? At this point. But I guess let's just jump right into week 6.
So up first, we got the game that I'm most looking forward to, with Denver traveling to San Diego. I got San Diego winning. I like their color rush jerseys. I like Phillip Rivers. Paxton Lynch played like shit last week.
Trevor Siemian's playing.
Is he?
Yeah.
He plays like shit too, so I don't even care.
Yeah,
I'm still sticking with the Chargers.
Going. He was getting going.
Well, guess what? Lock it in with the Chargers.
I'm gonna break the lock and say it's fucking Denver. Let's look at it this way. Denver, even though they lost their first game last week to a very hot Atlanta's offense,
They're so good.
they still have a top defense in the league.
Fuck them. I hate the Broncos.
And you really gotta look at it like this: San Diego
has no one.
Yeah, they have no one. They are probably one of the most successful 1-4 teams right now, though, because they find a way to put up points, but
they just can't win.
They end up blowing every lead they have.
Just can't win.
And for that reason, I have to go with Denver.
Fuck Denver. I hate the Broncos.
Of course you do. Why wouldn't you? Kicking off our Sunday games, we have San Francisco traveling to Buffalo to take on the Bills, and the biggest headline in this game is probably the fact that Kaepernick got the nod to start this week.
How are they going to fit a helmet on his head?
I do ask myself that with all that fucking hair, man. I don't get that.
When do you even get all that hair?
It's like when when the fuck did he grow that shit out? Anyway, it took a few weeks for the Buffalo Bills to get going, but they are 3-2 now, looking to get that 4th win. It took the firing of their offensive coordinator to get that kick started. But Buffalo sports one of the best defensive in the league right now in turnover and defensive scoring wise. So I really just think Buffalo is going to run away with this game no matter who's starting at quarterback for San Francisco.
Buffalo beat the Patriots, right?
Yes.
Buffalo. Next up, we got Jacksonville at Chicago. I think that this is going to be a really bad game. Jacksonville coming off a bye. I like that. Kevin White going on IR. I don't like their offense anymore. I mean, like, they still got Alshon, but that's really it. I did just pick up that backup running back.
Howard?
Yeah, I just picked him up in fantasy because he's been killing it, but whatever. I still am picking the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Yeah, I'm going to have to go with the Jacksonville Jaguars here, too. I mean, at some point, we got to think Blake Bortles is going to
at some point they're going to win.
At some point, you know, we saw what he could do last year. We're just waiting for that to fucking carry over now, even though we're already 5 weeks into the season.
Yeah, to think we thought this team was going to be a playoff team.
It was,
they have one
or
win.
at least, you know, who's fucking going to win the South, dude? Like, let's sit here and be real. Fuck this game. Put it to the side. Who the fuck's winning that division?
I don't know. I'm hoping Andrew Luck and the Colts come back or something.
Like, what the fuck is going on in the South?
That shit's terrible.
But I got to take Jacksonville. Blake Bortles is going to turn on at some point. I feel like this is probably one of the best game situations that allows that.
Absolutely.
Going up against a weak Bears defense. You got Allen Hurns and Allen Robinson. They're 2 underrated receivers down there to help him out. And you just got that young defense that, while they aren't winning, they're having some success.
Yeah, ain't nobody throwing to Jalen Ramsey, that's for sure.
All right, next up, we got a not-so-exciting game in L.A., traveling to Detroit to go head-to-head, I guess. It's probably going to be a shit fest, really. Both teams aren't really spectacular on either side of the ball. I guess the highlight would be Rams' defense, really. Even then, it's not that great. But I guess I have to go with Detroit here just because they blew my mind that they were able to hold off Philly last week.
Yeah.
That's really the only thing I can go off of who's going to win this game, because both teams have probably been piss poor this year, even though the Rams are off to a 3-2 start.
Yeah, I did like how Detroit was able to hold off and get that victory last week. It really totally shut down all that Pennsylvania shit that we have to listen to here. But I mean, I do have the LA Rams winning. I wish they started Jared Goff. That's my dude. Even though he's retarded, that's my dude. Dude doesn't know what side the sun rises and falls and shit. But anyway, I think that Todd Gurley's finally starting to turn on a little bit, and I think that defense just is really good. And Matthew Stafford, although he has Marvin Jones, who for somehow is the leading receiver in the NFL, I don't think that he has enough offensive weapons to beat up on that Rams defense. Next up, we got the Pittsburgh Steelers going to the Miami Dolphins. It's simple. I got the Pittsburgh Steelers winning this. They're a really good football team. Probably the second best football team in the AFC right now. My personal opinion, I think it's going to be them and the Patriots as of today in the AFC Championship
game, no doubt.
So I believe that they're going to romp the Dolphins. I don't think the Dolphins even stand a chance. They have done nothing impressive this season. I don't see how they come out of the game victorious.
Yeah, you really just gotta look at it this way. The one game that Pittsburgh lost was a complete embarrassment to that team.
Yeah.
Getting blown out by Philadelphia. But look what they've done.
They blew out KC the next week.
They blew out KC the next week, exactly, and then they had a good win against the Jets as well.
Yeah.
They're back at full strength. It's
Le'Veon,
been like that way for a few weeks now. But they got Le'Veon, they got Antonio Brown on the outside. That wasn't gone. Got Bennett quarterback still. I expected him to have a huge game against the Jets. I was expecting like a 500-yard game.
Yeah.
That defense is.
Their secondary. Their D line's pretty good though.
Their D line's good, but that secondary is pretty weak.
Yeah, besides Reeves and shit.
Even he's getting burned now though.
Yeah, he's ass.
he's old. Time to go. But yeah, I got Pittsburgh winning this one. Next up, we got Cincinnati at New England. Probably one of the more entertaining games this week. How can you not love to see Tom Brady go through touchdowns all day?
That dude's good.
He really is. I mean, he really never had anyone around him, honestly.
Like, I hate the Patriots, but I love Tom Brady.
For real. But, should be an interesting game. Two teams that can score a lot, and two teams that don't really have stellar defenses, but they get the job done at times. I just don't. I really think the Patriots have a good chance of winning out all the way to the Super Bowl.
All right, two questions for you.
All right.
Are the Patriots at home?
Yes.
Tom Brady's playing?
Yes.
Patriots. Patriots. Next up, we got the Carolina Panthers going to the New Orleans Saints. Surprisingly, I actually think this is going to be a good game. I don't know if Cam's going to play or not.
I don't think he is.
He's got a concussion, which sucks for me. He's my quarterback in fantasy.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, I still think it's going to be a good game. I mean, Derek Anderson is okay, I guess, as a backup quarterback.
Okay,
yeah,
like, let's say okay.
That defense is still that defense, even though they haven't been playing like it. I mean, like they still got Luke Kuechly and all that.
Yeah, I think they have like a top 15 defense.
Yeah,
I think
probably around there. I like New Orleans here though. Drew Brees is nice. Brandon Cooks is fast. That defense plays well enough for them to win games. I just don't think that Carolina. I don't think Carolina is doing very good this season. I don't think they're going to keep doing very good this season. So I'm going to go with New Orleans this week.
I'm going to have to go with New Orleans too, just for the pure fact that, was it last week they got their first win?
That's a good question. I don't know.
Well, they got it against the Chargers. When did they play the Chargers?
That was like week 3, I think. Week 2.
All right, whenever. They got their last win at some point. No, because they were on bye last week.
Yeah.
So week 4, they got their first win. They're coming off the bye. Yeah, that was really hard to figure out, apparently.
I
was struggling. Coming off the bye, they're going to get another one, I think. I don't see how that defense in Carolina is going to stack up too well against Drew Brees and his arm. All right, next up, we got Baltimore traveling to New Jersey to play the New York Giants. And as always, I'm going to stand by my team, even though sometimes I think they'll lose, and take the New York Giants. All said is done. Odell and the kicking net made up. That's really what I took away from our Sunday night game. I'm glad to see them reunited on a good note. But in all seriousness, this is a big game for both teams. For one team, it's going to be time to hit the panic button if they lose. Another team has a chance to stay relevant. I think it's going to be the Giants. Fourth quarter of that Green Bay Packers game, they showed that they can actually go after the receivers and actually play football. Not be conservative and act like they're up 14 points the whole fucking game. So if the defense can get some sort of pass rush, which I really hope our $70 million man can fucking get off the edge for once, and they can find Odell, I think they can win.
Is Joe Flacco elite?
No.
Giants. Next up, we got the Cleveland Browns going to the Tennessee Titans, and this is going to be a blowout. I think that Tennessee is going to want the Cleveland Browns. I'm 100% starting DeMarco Murray in fantasy this week, even though he starts every week for me because he's a fucking tank. He's going to eat. Mariota's going to eat. That defense is going to eat. If you have anybody playing for the Titans in fantasy, start them because they're going to fucking win.
All right, I'm going to take a note from you in this one. Is Cleveland still Cleveland?
Yeah.
Tennessee.
All right.
Next up, we got an NFC East showdown with Philadelphia Eagles traveling to the nation's capital to take on the Washington Redskins. And let's put it simple. Even though they lost last week, they were still in the game till the end. Philly will continue to stay on track. They will get another one against a weak Washington Redskins team that is very fortunate in the ways they've been winning lately.
Yeah, the Eagles are definitely going to win. Sorry to wake you, but there's no chance that the Redskins can pull this off. I mean, like, they just are complete shit. Like, I don't even know how they beat the Ravens last week. Like, that's how you know that the Ravens aren't good and Joe Flacco's not elite. Because they should have easily beaten these Redskins. These Redskins are not good. Not worth the money that Josh Norman paid.
Get what you pay for.
Yeah, you get what you pay for. Yeah, overpaid.
That's not
for
what they paid for.
That's ass. He is so bad. But yeah, I don't have any positives to say about the Redskins, so I can't pick them this week. Won't do it. Next up, we got the Kansas City Chiefs against the Oakland Raiders. And I don't really know about either of these teams. Like, both of these teams, like, one week they'll be playing really good, and then the next week they just play, like, complete dog shit.
Well, Oakland's up there in the standings.
Yeah, but I mean, like, they still play like shit, you know?
Yeah, but they still find a way to win. That's the main goal. But it's Oakland finds the way to win and play shitty. KC finds a way to play good and lose.
Yeah.
So
I'm definitely picking Oakland in this game. I mean, like, that offense is extremely young and talented, along with that defense. Kansas City and Alex Smith, I mean, like, he's a game manager, but he's not going to be able to manage this one, that's for sure. That defense is pretty good, but I just think that the Raiders offensively are better. So I don't see how Kansas City can win this game.
Yeah, you got to look at it this way. Raiders have come back in the fourth quarter too many times this season to where they are down in the fourth. I'm still going to take the Raiders to come back and win the game.
Yeah, they had that game-winning drive against the Saints in that fucking shootout.
Yeah. Didn't they do it against the Chargers too?
We don't want to talk about that. Why'd you have to bring that one up?
They did. I think they've done it against almost every opponent they have.
I think every win has been a last
every win has been like a come from behind win for the Oakland Raiders. And really, if they're in that situation this week, I see that trend continuing.
Absolutely. Next up, we got Dallas Cowboys going to Green Bay, and I'm actually a little upset because yesterday we just got the word that Jerry Jones is going to start Tony Romo over Dak Prescott. Take it easy, Jerry Jones, okay? Dak Prescott's the man. You got to start him. You're going to win games with Dak. You're not going to win games with Romo, all right? But I do have the Green Bay Packers beating the Dallas Cowboys. As good as that offense is for the Cowboys with Zeke and Dak, the Packers are the Packers, man. And this is going to be the true test for the Cowboys. And I do not see them passing this test. The Green Bay Packers are definitely going to win this game at home in Lambeau.
Is Des Bryant playing?
He's like questionable. So,
still?
Yeah, so. Fuck him. He's soft.
Packers. Alright, so right now we probably have the best showdown of the week.
Absolutely.
Atlanta at Seattle. A top offense against a top defense. Who's going to win? They say defense wins championships, but Atlanta fucking blew the Broncos defense out of the water last week. So, I'm going to go with Seattle just because they are a more balanced team. They have the offense that can score sometimes. I mean, it's been a little rough this season for them, but Russell Wilson's still Russell Wilson. He knows how to extend plays, make plays happen. That defense can come up with a big turnover at any point in the game. I just see Seattle winning.
Atlanta is red hot right now. Like, Matt Ryan is 100% an MVP candidate. Julio is a top 3 receiver in yards, only down by 2 yards by Marvin Jones. I think this game is going to be amazing. I did pick the Falcons to win this game, upset alert. But I think that if any team right now that is coming to Seattle and winning, I think that the Falcons probably have one of the best chances with the way they're playing right now.
The only reason I can't get behind Atlanta is because they were off to a hot start last year.
Yeah, I know, but
and then they dropped all their games to close it out.
We're still in the hot spot territory, so that's why I'm going to stick with them.
That's why I can't stick with them. You know.
Next up, we got the Indianapolis Colts going to the Houston Texans, and Houston, we got a problem. Andrew Luck coming to town with that hot offense with him and Ty, and they're gonna put the work in. All right. Ever since J.J. Watt went down, that fucking Texans defense been playing like garbage. And Brock Osweiler is hot one game, dirt cold the other. Hot one game, dirt cold the other. He's gonna be dirt cold again this week against the Colts. I'm hoping not because I mean, like, I got Will Fuller in fantasy. I'm not starting him though because he fucking put up 5 points for me last week. Screw him. But I do think that the Indianapolis Colts are gonna win. I just can't trust that Houston team right now. I don't know what team's gonna show up.
I really don't know what team I can trust in the South, to be honest.
Yeah.
Whether it's people in this game or not.
Probably the Titans. That's who I trust the most.
Like,
Titans.
I really feel like this division's wide open, especially if Indianapolis wins this week, like I think they are. Texans are a top 3 or 2. If Indianapolis wins this, there'll be a 2-way tie for first.
Yeah.
And that just blows the whole division open. Andrew Luck looked like Andrew Luck last week. Ty looked like Ty. The offense. The offense was gelling. The defense did whatever it was fucking doing. I've never been a big fan of the Colts defense.
The Colts defense is always bad.
But let's hope that the Colts aren't wasting the prime years of Andrew Luck and they get back on track here.
Yeah. Next up, we got the Jets going to the Arizona Cardinals, and even without Carson Palmer, I do think that the Arizona Cardinals are going to win this game. They are just really, really good defensively, and even offensively without Carson Palmer, they've been doing very well. So I don't see how that Jets team can win. I mean, like, yeah, Brandon Marshall is playing really good right now, and that D-line is pretty scary. But I don't think that the Jets have what it takes. Like, I don't think that they can put it all together and get a win against a strong Arizona team.
Let's look at it this way. Eric Decker just got put on IR.
Did he?
Yes.
What happened?
He's having like season-ending shoulder surgery or something like that. I kind of read it real quick while I was sitting in class this morning.
At least he gets to go home to Jesse Decker.
Yeah, for real. It's not all bad. But Brandon Marshall is really the only target on that offense now.
He's good too. He's been playing.
Yeah,
really
but now
good.
defenses only have to key in for him, right?
Yeah.
So that takes a lot away from that offense that really hasn't been explosive to begin with this season.
Matt Forte's going to be eating now a lot more too. He's probably going to catch a lot more passes out of the back.
You're going to have to get that ball, give that man the ball if they want any hope. But in all reality, even though the Cardinals have been a little inconsistent this whole season, I don't see how they lose this game even without Carson Palmer.
Yeah.
All right, well, that's going to wrap up our Week 6 podcast. Let me know what you guys think of our predictions, or even leave your predictions down in the comments. Maybe we can kind of get a fan kind of, what would you say, like
a fan poll going?
A fan poll going of who you guys think we're going to win. We can stack you guys up weekly against our picks.
You guys will probably do better than us,
probably.
Honestly.
I mean, we're
doing this shit
retards.
early as hell in the morning. Your boy just rolled out of bed to come here.
It's fucking noon, dude. It's not early. It's the afternoon now.
I just woke up, guys. I just woke up. But like always, guys, go hit that subscribe button. Leave us a like. You guys are killing it with the subscribe games. My man Mike's up to 10 already.
No, we gotta clear that fucking unsubscribe.
Oh, what a jerk. Screw him. Down to 9. Help a brother out. Let's get the
double
road to
digits.
100.
Let's get the double digits
Screw
going.
double digits. Let's get the road to 100 started, alright?
Yeah, right.
Take it easy.
But as always, if you guys like the video, please leave a like. As Dom said, if you haven't yet, hit that fucking subscribe button. Let's get it going.
And until next time,
peace!